appreciate you all joining us. I am here, as I said, with my very special guest, Mark Ellis. Welcome. So we're here today. As you see, we're set up. We're going to be doing some cooking. Is this something you do on a regular basis?
This is something I do often. Maybe I'm feeling special, want to cook something in the kitchen. On a regular basis, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
But I would say it's a hobby.
All right. Well, step on up to the camera. Let's see what we got. So we're cooking what today?
Today we're going to be cooking shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos. Okay. So I'm probably going to try to taste some. So without the lettuce and the tomatoes, but I propose it's going to be good. I'm hoping. Okay.
I'm hoping too.
I'm here. I'm your assistant today.
Yes.
Tell me what you need when you need it, and I'll see what we can do to get it.
All right.
So what's our first step?
So the first step is you're going to wash and drain your shrimp.
Okay.
And my shrimp is already peeled, the shell's off. So you're going to... No, we can leave it on.
Oh, we can leave it over there? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be ahead of the game. There you go.
Okay, so make sure when you're bringing it, you have something under so that the water's not dripping.
All right.
But yes, you can bring this out if I have a spoon, a big spoon.
Big spoon, sure. I think I can find a big spoon. This
Might be in that one right there.
Yeah, this one right here. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, this is your kitchen, so you should know where everything is.
Yes, my kitchen.
Let me remove my wrist this way.
Alright.
All right, bro.
Start getting some of it. But yeah, you're just gonna put it in your bowl for seasoning.
There you go.
Like I got it now.
Okay.
Alright. So you can set this aside.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna season it. So
Okay.
I can get this.
All right.
You're gonna start with your Tony Sachets. Oh, by the way, make sure your hands are washed. You don't want no dirty stuff.
Right, and we also have gloves, so when we get to touching food, we got our gloves.
Should I put some on now? I'm about to.
How do you feel? You about to dig your hand in there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you should put on some gloves.
Alright. So don't just sprinkle the seasoning, be generous with it. Cause it would be generous with us.
Generous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're gonna put some Tony Sachets, some garlic powder, and a little bit of ginger.
Okay.
Now I never really had ginger like that, but my mom told me it was one of her special little tricks. She said that when she used ginger, it tasted so much better somehow. So I said, you know what, let me use a little bit of ginger too.
Mm-hmm.
And it did taste really good.
I heard the story about that, mind you. I just wanted to bring that up if I don't mind. So I like to use things that I get that's not personal. I heard that was an accident.
It was. She actually was trying to sprinkle garlic powder, but the ginger powder was there instead.
And there it is, turned out to be
Alright,
something
y'all.
great.
So I've already seasoned this first layer with Tony's. I didn't get the edges too good.
Okay.
So now we're just gonna mix it in there. And if it looks like it needs a little bit more, we can add a little bit more.
I
And
don't
it
know
does.
my gloves on, I just-
So it's all the way turned.
Okay.
So we're gonna add just a little bit more.
Okay.
You don't want cardiac arrest or anything like that.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
My dad
So
says
would
high
you-
blood pressure.
Would you consider this a healthy meal or what?
I would. It's not. Some people argue that this is not meat, seafood. And so there's not, if you don't think this is meat, this is not a meat base, it's just seafood, cheese, lettuce, we got our vegetables. So, you know what, I do consider this a healthy meal.
So
And if you're feeling healthy, you can do a wheat tortilla.
okay. So is it the vegetables that make it healthy, or you think it's pretty much the shrimp itself here,
Well,
or
shrimp.
all inclusive?
I say it's all inclusive because we're not gonna single anything out.
Okay. Of course not.
Sorry, y'all, I need a little bit more. This is a generous amount, you would think.
Yes.
So now we're gonna add some garlic powder.
Okay. I'll get this stuff ready here.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was sprinkling a little bit. My mom was like, son, if you don't sprinkle some more of that garlic. So, you know what? I'm going to just do it all at once.
Okay.
So, we can do it all at once and then toss it so that it can get evenly distributed.
Okay.
Come from the bottom and toss it to the top. Okay. Can you hand me the meat tenderizer?
Meat tenderizer.
Miss Cheryl told me that this would be better when you're cooking a large amount of shrimp. So, I'm going to add a sprinkle of this just to be safe.
Okay. She didn't tell me why she said that, did she?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
She said it'd be better.
She said it.
And I trust her word on it.
There it is right there. Nothing like trust, boy. I'm telling you.
And the last thing we're gonna add is my mom's favorite.
Ginger.
Some ginger.
Cool. Now, you teaching me something because I thought that, you probably got to shake that one. Like that. I thought that You want me to check it for you? You know what? It might not be open. It might be brand
Please
new.
assist me.
Thank you. You know what? No problem. There it is. You teaching me something because I really thought that cooking with ginger was a baking thing. I didn't know that.
Me too.
Yeah, I thought it was for baking. So
see, me and you on the same page.
well, good.
I thought it was for baking too.
Look, I was almost scared to say that. I thought I was gonna make me look some kind of way, but thank you. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This got to be the world's best assistant, guys. Right where you are, giving
There
me.
we are. Look at that.
All right, we added a little bit. Let's get that in there.
Call me to your next cooking session.
All right, so we are done with seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can add the butter
Okay.
to our pan. So do you want me to take my gloves off or it's raw?
Yes, please take your gloves off.
We don't want to mix cooked and uncooked things.
Okay, so
Okay.
while you're doing all that, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. How about that?
Okay.
All right, tell me what you need and we'll make it happen.
So I need the butter.
Butter, here you go right here, sir.
And it's okay if I use one of these?
It is okay if you use that. And there you go.
So I can actually do this right here.
So-
So we're going to, oh, you need to add something first?
No, go for
We're going to cut half of the stick of butter.
it. Mm-hmm.
But to be specific, we're probably going to do 4 tablespoons.
Okay.
So yes, we can cut that right there. And then you just peel it off.
Okay.
Okay. That's all. We're going to put it on the pan. And we're going to put our pan to medium heat because we don't want the butter to quickly leave the pan and evaporate. It does that whenever you turn it up to too hot.
Okay.
So we're going to put that in there. We're just going to let it simmer right now.
All right.
Okay.
So how has being at home during this coronavirus thing been for you so far, Mark?
It's really been like a movie. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really feel like real life yet.
Yeah.
And it's all still like every day something still processes. But I feel like it's becoming sort of normal now that we're out of school.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were in school, it's like I'm homeschooled now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so different. But I feel like I've been able to adapt with it and just go every day.
Okay. And preparing, studying, or being in the Bible, have you been able to do that more?
Yes. I feel like since I'm giving more time,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like God's like, you have no excuse.
Mhm.
Get in the Word, just like really develop a relationship. Because I feel like it's so easy to just say, oh, I got school, I got this, I got homework, just tomorrow. But now it's like, I got nothing to do tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So let me read my Word, let me do what's important. Because time is running out at the end of the day. That's what some guy was telling me the other day. He was saying, don't take me for granted now, because I'm coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be used to it.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Okay, so there's this new piece of the ministry that you're now doing. I think you were preparing for it maybe about a month ago. Evangelism or something like that. And how is that going? First, tell me your take on that. You know, what is that? And then let's talk about how is that going.
So I was put in charge of youth evangelism, and to me that's just really spreading the gospel to youth and making sure that youth are able to grow their relationship with Christ. So just getting someone to come to church or just getting someone to say they believe is not going to grow their relationship. So I'm going to try my best to get them to that first step and then elevate them.
I got you. Okay. And you've let's go back to this. We'll get back to the questions. Where are we now?
Alright, so right now we are putting our shrimp in the pan so that it can cook.
All right.
So I'm going to do this gently because when I was practicing this, my shrimp was falling out the pan.
Okay.
So we're going to do this. I can hear a little bit still.
There you go. Anyway, keep going.
Okay, so our shrimp are in the pan. I'm going to try to get them evenly and so that they all can cook the same amount.
Okay.
But it's only so much I can do.
Okay.
I don't want anybody eating no raw shrimp.
No, you don't want that. Except for Miss Sure don't consider that raw. She considers that cocktail shrimp.
You know, I'm with Miss Shirt on that one. I don't want anyone eating cocktail shrimp.
All right.
Alright,
Let's
so
push the skill back a little bit.
Push it back a little bit?
There you go. Right
There we go.
Right there's where it did so.
Alright, so this is the best I can do.
Okay.
So now we're going to put a top on it so that it can cook for 12 to 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
After that, we're going to check.
Mm-hmm. And amazing enough, you went in there and got the right size lid.
I had it already prepared.
Oh.
Because you spoiled it. I scored it. I wanted them to be like, I had it.
Okay, so where do we go from here, and then we'll talk a little bit more. So, is there any more prep, or
while
we
the
just
shrimp is cooking, there's nothing else to actually cook. Right now, you can just prepare. You can do whatever you feel like you want to do. So we have lettuce, we have cheese, tomatoes, and if you want to put it all in there before the shrimp, you can. If you want to wait, you can. But now it's just basically about assembling your taco. Okay. So me personally, let me get this opened up. Okay. Me personally, I'm just gonna put the sour cream on there so it can have like a juicier base. It can be juicier like towards the bottom.
Okay. And so you get that, you do that even before your shrimp is prepared?
Well, not really, because I don't do the cooking. My mom does it, so I just do it all when it's done.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
But if I were to do it, I'm gonna put the sour cream on it.
I got you. So tell me more about the evangelism.
So evangelism, I'm probably gonna start doing a lot because we're in quarantine and even though we're getting out of quarantine, there's still a limit to it, right. And there's still boundaries. So this is like perfect time to start youth evangelism, spreading the gospel through social media. We can spread it through just a simple text message. Hey, let's see how many people we can get on the Zoom, or let's see how many people we can join the church prayer call. Mm-hmm. Just like spreading the gospel while in quarantine. And I don't want anyone to think that you can't spread the gospel in this environment or in this situation, because God doesn't want to hear your excuses like, oh, I'm scared, and oh, we can't even see each other face to face. God doesn't want to hear that. God just wants you to spread as much as you can and just be bold for him. And that's what I'm going to try to do.
And you kind of answered the question, because my next question was going to be, you're going to get those people, those young people to say, I can't evangelize, I don't know how, what is the technique to it, this, that, and the other. And so you kind of answered a piece of that, but I want you to pretty much kind of tackle that head on.
Yeah, I feel like some people are just scared because when they think evangelism, they think of like a churchy walking up to somebody with a Bible, like, if you could read this with me, Rick, like, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to be, like, find what's best for you is what I'm saying. Right. So if you think evangelism is not going to be walking up to somebody face to face, like, do you know Jesus? Yeah. Then just find your role. Like, if you want to be over social media, you like, hey, I can post this. I'm not scared to post about God. Right. And this is how I feel like I want to spread the gospel. Then do that. You should do that. Find
and that's
what's
a form
best
of
for you.
evangelism.
Yes.
Okay.
People like limit evangelism so tiny, but it's just so much, and that's why I'm thrilled to have this job title.
Well, Mark, you are. I've been knowing you for almost 2 years, I think, maybe a little, maybe right at 2 years, almost something like that. But you have always struck me as a unique individual, and I'm gonna tell you why is that. It's because I've been in the presence, I've worked with a lot of young people, and I've worked with some pastors, kid, they call them PK, and none that I know of have been has been so determined, that's not the word I'm looking for, been so persuaded in the things of God, persuaded. In your salvation, persuaded in you being a Christian. I've not seen any that I can remember that have been as persuaded, meaning not you persuading others, but you yourself are pretty much sold out. I mean, that's perfect. Because I'm sure if I ask...
Far from.
Okay. So, but you're persuaded in the things of Christ at a young age, as a pastor's kid, as a young person, period. I mean, how do you keep that? How do you keep that turned on all the time, bro? It's gotta be hard.
I feel like it's a mindset. Like, whenever you're going through life and just the things you do, the way you act, the way you speak, I feel like it's all what you, like, it all comes down to what you think before you do it. Mm-hmm. So think before you act, think before you speak, because everything is long term. If I do this, am I pleasing God? If I do this, is God going to be happy with what I'm doing? Is this helping me get towards my goal, which is heaven and seeing God? Mm-hmm. So just always thinking before you act and thinking before you make yourself appear something, appear a certain way, because the things you do are going to describe you. People are going to know. They're going to remember you by the choices you make. So we have to make sure that we're thinking before we do things, and just make sure we just stay prayed up and stay in the Word of God, and just do do the things that are in God's will and just forgetting our own will. I feel like that's going to help us the most.
Gotcha.
I
Check on our stuff.
I got a quick question. What time did we put that in?
You know, I don't remember, but I know how to tell if it's done. How about that?
Me too.
Okay, good. So let's stir it up a little bit. And
shake and see.
yes, good. I see the butter is mixing with the juices is bubbling up.
Smelling good too.
Man, look, can we get a shot of that? That thing, that is something else right there. That is bubbling up, and that is you want
about 2 minutes.
But you don't want to stir it?
Not yet.
No? Okay, cool. Let me not tell you how to do it. You got this going
But
on.
I feel like we can stir it at about halfway.
Your call, bro.
Now, can you please tell me what time it is?
I can tell you what time it is. It is 6. No, it's not. It is 6:56.
6:56. So if I would guess, we probably put it in about 6:53, maybe something like that.
Okay.
So
It's been 4 minutes.
Okay, so we can check it in about 2 more minutes.
Okay, 2 more minutes.
Move it around.
Okay, so what do we do? We're just waiting on the shrimp, and then we're
we're just waiting. If you want to get the sour cream open for me.
And we have some tasters out in the audience. We're gonna let them come and do some taste testing for us. If we can persuade them. They know your cooking, so
I've cooked for them before.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're cool with that. I don't want them to decide that all of a sudden they ain't coming because they're good.
They're good.
All right. So let's talk a little bit more about the evangelism. So we're in quarantine, right? Or coming out now. I think we're like 25%. You ready to go to 50%?
Yes.
We have in quarantine. We've had it before quarantine, where you get the prayer call for the teenagers, the youth. We also have check-in on Zoom.
Right.
And we're not getting the numbers that we want to get. We want to reach out more. Tell me how you feel you and your team can help with that.
Well, I feel like reaching out, you really have to try to reach out. And whenever Mr. Glover's like, hey, invite your friend, I feel like everybody might overlook that. They're like, okay, let me just see if they want to get on. But actually trying to be like, let me see how many people I can get on this call so that they can get the word and they're not spending their time on foolishness. Because Lord knows they're probably only watching TV, probably sleep. Mm-hmm. So like, just let me see if they want to take 30 minutes out of their day on this church call and actually try to get it out there. And I feel like once you get that mindset of let me try and not let me just do it, then I feel like everything will change.
Okay. One of the things we're going to do in the near future, Mark, even before we get fully back into service or back into the house, is we're going to we're going to take several things, let's say Bill of Rights. And we're going to take the Bill of Rights and we're going to chop it down, break it up. And we're going to take each segment of the Bill of Rights and we're going to say, okay, what is my right as a citizen in Baton Rouge? And what we're going to do is we're going to teach from that. And then we're going to get a biblical principle behind it. And then we're going to say, okay, now you know your right. What is your responsibility to that right? And then from that, we're going to say, okay, now what is your call to action? So we're going to go step by step with that. I believe that the evangelistic part of what you all doing in the youth, as the youth, can coincide with what we're doing because our goal is to attract more youth.
Right.
So what we would like to do is, my goal is to get some of you all, yourself and some of the others, actually doing little short snippets of teachings of those things. What do you think about that?
I actually already started that.
Okay.
Doing short little videos.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my little assignments. It was like, make a devotional or make a little short video just informing the youth on something about Christ or just informing them on something. And so, yeah, I feel like you're on the right track.
And when you say he, who's he?
Huh?
You said he said.
Told me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my dad and Brother Malcolm, they kind of like instruct me and they help me with this job. So Brother Malcolm was the one that actually said, let's do a devotional.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've been taking his word and then taking his advice.
So your dad, I gotta say that I've been under some pastors and I don't have bad things to say, even if I have bad things to say about him. But your dad is a unique one that I've been under. He's and I'm not just saying this to you. I've said it to my wife in our own private time. He's genuine. He's he's the character of Christ. You know what you would think that God would be. He doesn't. Oh man, I mean, as far as getting upset and all that stuff like that, he keeps his poise and all that stuff. So it's got to be easier being tutored. You know, of course you're his son, but I'm talking about tutored in the ministry. It's got to be something to that for you to be able to adapt to all these things so easily.
I feel like that's also a mindset. Like, I'm telling you, y'all, the way you think, if you just change the way you think, everything can be positive and everything can be negative just like that, just by what you're thinking. And so if you just stay positive and just follow his lead, submit to like what he's saying, like he's my dad, he's my pastor, he's my teacher, it's so much. But just change the way you think and just be able to be humble and just accept the things he does and accept his instruction. And I feel like that's gonna help. That helps me along my run as a PK.
Mm-hmm. Okay. About time to check.
Thank you. I was about to give you a finger signal. So we're not gonna do
You're
that.
gonna tiptoe out to church right into the shrimp. All right, here we go.
All right.
Man, that
What
looks
time
good.
It does.
It is 7:01. Oh,
This actually looks almost about done.
okay. All right.
Wait, is what?
7:01.
Okay. So we.
So we're basically steaming it. Are we trying to change the color? Or are we trying to?
Oh, well, changing the color is a part of knowing whether or not it's cooked.
Okay.
But right now we're just making sure we're not eating no cocktail. So we're gonna let it cook.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, we cooked it for about 12 minutes and it was perfectly cooked.
Okay.
So if I guessed that we put it in at 53, which we might have not have,
Right.
but that's a great guess.
Okay.
Speaking of which, that's a mistake. Make sure you time your food, y'all. But I guess we put it in at 53. We can take it out or just make sure at 7:03 probably gonna be ready.
I'm getting signals from off camera that it's ready. So
It's ready, y'all? Thank you, ladies. Leave it to the ladies to cook.
well, we need to know how to as well. So
I'm just giving y'all that how to cook.
so where do we go from here?
Okay, so from here we can move it off of the we can actually move it off of the heat.
Okay.
Well, let's turn the heat on first. Okay.
All right.
And we're gonna just slide it over.
Okay.
Well, actually we didn't need to. Turn the heat off.
No worries.
No worries.
Don't matter.
Okay,
So
so
what
we
do
can
we
let that rest and we can prepare the taco first.
Okay. All right. So should we get? Let me grab you. I'll grab you a couple of plates for these testers,
Okay.
and we'll go from there. How about that?
Oh, so I'm serving.
Huh?
From chef to server.
From chef to server. Here you go. We'll do 3 of them. How about that? Or how about we do 2 and
We're gonna do 2 tacos.
okay, 2 tacos. All right.
The rest will serve them.
All right.
Alright. Okay, so who are we gonna be testing today?
Well, let's just go through the process and then we'll go from there.
They raising their hands.
They're raising their hands. Okay.
Oh, we can pour our shrimp in that.
Oh, in this? Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Let me get that. I'll take care of that for you, sir.
Take this off too.
Thank you, sir.
Put that over here. See that steam?
I see
It's
it.
hot.
Yes, it is. There you go.
Oh.
Smells good.
Yes, it does. Okay, that'll be the syrup then.
Okay.
Okay, so. Well, actually, I don't know if they like sour cream.
Okay. Sour cream?
Sour
no
cream?
sour cream? Yes, sour cream.
Sour
Go
cream, so
for it.
she's gonna be one of our.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just do it.
Say when
like
on
it's
sour
so-
cream.
like it's
Lots
so-
of sour cream. No sour cream. Yes, sour cream.
Okay.
Little sour
yes.
cream. They're trying not to say anything, for the camera.
Okay, so can I get a spoon? I don't know.
Yes, what to do
To spread it out.
to spread? Yes, you can.
I wouldn't want a chunk of sour cream. I'd rather it be evenly distributed.
There you are, sir.
All right, so just get it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the bottom. Well, we're gonna move that up because we don't want it to be right at the edge.
Okay.
But that's how we're gonna do that.
All right.
Okay. Next, we're gonna add.
You cook just like you minister, bro. Honest and just straight out the raw. There you go. So what's next?
We're gonna add the shrimp.
We're gonna add the shrimp.
Nah, it might be a little hot.
That's okay. That's okay.
We're gonna try not to add too much of the juice, the butter,
Okay.
because to make it so it won't be wet.
Would you like a spoon with a hole in it?
Oh,
How about that?
see, you gotta love my assistant.
Hey, listen. I do what I can. Here you go.
Okay. And the drains it right out.
Yes. All right.
Add that.
Man, that looks absolutely delicious.
Already. That should be enough hard. Add a little
Okay.
bit more.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We still got
lettuce.
more Kayla
Lettuce.
coming up.
Lettuce. Do you want lettuce? Okay.
We're gonna speed it up just a little bit here.
All right.
All right. So we got lettuce.
Let's move this back.
All right. And what else do we have?
We're gonna add cheese.
Okay.
Cause we know they like. Oh, actually, we're gonna add the cheese first, so that it
Okay.
can melt on top.
You
of the
get
shrimp.
ready for the lettuce, and I'll get ready for the cheese.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'll put the cheese on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There you go.
Perfect.
Lots of cheese or a little cheese? I'll say that's
actually
good.
Yeah.
Okay. You do the lettuce.
All right.
Tomatoes. No tomatoes. Okay.
I
So
saw
let's
that.
do that right there.
Let's add. You know they like to be very delicate with the lettuce.
That's fine. All right.
Okay.
All right. With that being said, is there anything else we need to add?
And we're gonna let her fold it so that.
Okay. So let's do it like this then. So we're gonna have our taster come on up, and we're gonna let them taste right quick.
Oh, that's you. Well, all right.
Give it a
Maybe
shot.
hot.
Let's see what's happening.
Might need a blow on it.
All right. So now, just because he's your brother and you know your best friend, you gotta be honest now. I want you to
Oh,
tell me about
Trish,
this
when
here.
it comes to food, I'm very honest.
Oh Lord, here we go.
She's been waiting on that line.
Okay.
Mark,
Here we go.
is that sweet or something?
And so
Is it smacking?
it's smacking. Okay. All right. So great job, sir. Appreciate you talking to me about the evangelistic opportunities that'll be coming up in the youth ministry. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with that, bro, and let me know where I can step in and help out. I know you're gonna have a little team, and let's see what we can do to get them all on the same accord.
Yes, sir.
All right, great job on the shrimp. I think
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
have me some.
I think I am.
I think I'm gonna give me a wrap. I'm gonna leave the lettuce and tomatoes, but I'm gonna have some. Listen, you all. I'd like to thank Mark Ellis for being my guest and for his cooking segment. Join me again next time where my next guest is Markayla Ellis. I'm still thinking about that shrimp, so forgive me. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us on another segment of Cafe Talk with Pastor Glover. See you next time.